Right, what's up everybody? Sens here again. So I'm just saying, today's video is going to be a really kind of, I guess, I suppose I'll try and make it as quick as I can. It's not anything important, not anything too long. I've got a few little things to discuss that are at the back of my mind that I tend to always leave at the back of my mind when I come out. So just straight off the bat, this video will be about the Sens SMH10 Bluetooth intercom system, I suppose. I've got nothing but good stuff to say about it, but I'll move on to that in a minute. So in the next few coming weeks, there will be quite a few changes to the bike, purely because obviously where it has crashed, a few bits got damaged, and that's just another excuse for me to spend more money on it. So I will be doing, I mean, the next time you see the video, or the bike, sorry, as a video rather than me riding it, will be more than likely the last set of modifications I do to the bike. I'll do obviously a big reveal video, and that will more than likely be the bike completely finished up then. And I also apologise recently for not putting out as much videos as I used to. I have been working a hell of a lot, mostly kind of 10 and 12 hour shifts. So as you can imagine, that doesn't really leave a lot of time to do videos and edit videos, which is unfortunate. I'm going to try and obviously get this video done and edit it up straight away, maybe put it on YouTube and leave it there for a little while and kind of upload it after a few days, so that I can space out some of the old videos I've got, so then it doesn't seem like I'm inactive. But let's move back on to obviously the Sens. That's what the video is actually about, so I don't bore you guys too much. Now obviously, as you may or may not know, you can get Bluetooth intercom systems for your helmet, obviously, that connect to your phone or any other Bluetooth enabled device. Oh, that really fucking hurt. That's a perfect example of the gearbox in this bike. You see it just absolutely throw me out there. That was actually quite painful on my man bits. Right, yeah, so yep, it will connect to any Bluetooth device. I felt like something just fell. I've got the camera, I've got the intercom, so I'm going to ignore it. Something must have just touched me. Right, yeah, sorry. Yeah, we'll connect to any Bluetooth device, kind of MP3 players, or, oh sorry, MP3 players, I'm going back really far saying that. I mean, sorry, like iPods, iPhones, obviously Android phones, like Samsung, Sony, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you can connect your phones to it. It will take your phone calls, and obviously you can speak to people on the phone through the speakers that are wired into the helmet. So basically what it is, you'll get like a little obviously microphone that goes inside your helmet, a little unit that's on the outside of your helmet so that you can click the buttons and stuff like that. Fun buttons. I sounded like such a little child then, but I am really, so it's acceptable. Yeah, you've got obviously all the interactive buttons on the outside of the helmet so that you can get to them easily, and obviously use the device. You have speakers wired on the inside of your helmet so that obviously you can hear whatever the audio that you're listening to, be it a phone call or music. I believe you can listen to the radio. I've not tried that, just purely because I have my own taste in music. I'd rather listen to that. But I will say, I know a few people that have gotten a cheaper alternative off of kind of eBay for about below £50, let's just say, and they really do not compare. I mean, they're like a whole different league. The audio quality is crap. The to and from as well. I mean, like playing through the microphone, the audio quality is crap, and then actually what it sends through to say your phone if you're talking to them, or my intercom if I'm talking to them, the audio is just absolutely crap. It really is. It's really hard to determine what they're saying, and over kind of 40 odd miles an hour with one of them intercoms, they can't hear you. You can't hear them and they can't hear you. That is it, because their microphone just picks up a fuck ton of wind noise, and also I don't know, the speakers are just not that good. Whereas obviously in comparison to the Senna, you'll tell now I'm doing 40 miles an hour, it's just doing about 50 odd there. I'm going to hit the motorway just for a bit of a comparison there. And I am using the Senna as a recording unit for my vlogs, which is something I don't think I've mentioned before. I will go on to making another video about that. I've made a kind of camera setup video so you know that's how I'm recording it, but obviously I'll do my own kind of small review on it and what I think of it when it comes to that point in time. But I mean, of course, if you hadn't noticed, I have, looking back on my old videos, my audio quality has dramatically increased since using this. That's because the way it works now is I'm actually recording in UHD voice mode, so that's obviously Ultra HD voice mode. It is brilliant, and the audio quality is amazing even at high speeds, which you'll see, like I'm saying in a moment. I have never had any problem with not being able to hear anybody through the speakers themselves. The only problem I've ever had, and that's not the intercom's fault, is wind noise coming through. Obviously, if I haven't got a neck warmer on, I'll get quite a lot of wind noise when I'm on the motorways, and that will make it very difficult to hear through the speakers. Now, that's not because of how loud the speakers are, that they're not loud enough or anything like that. It's just simply that I can't hear. If I kind of push my shoulders up or like kind of make myself look like a bit of a turtle and hide in my shell, I can hear perfectly. So that's not the problem. It's just a bit of wind noise. Obviously it gets too loud at some points and you just can't hear it. But other than that, it's brilliant. As I said, you can use it for listening to music. You can short range intercom. I can't think of the distance, but obviously it improves throughout their range of products. As I said, I'm using the SMH10. I think that's maybe the third one they do, or the second or third best one they do. I will be purchasing the 20S within a very short space of time now, and I'll let you know how that one goes as well. Obviously, it's going to be better, but I mean, this one, I don't really understand how much better it can get than this. This one is absolutely faultless. It is just brilliant. Yeah, as I said, I haven't used the intercom mode just simply because I've never had the need to use it, because I would just phone somebody. I've got unlimited minutes on my contract, so that's never a problem. But I've always been able to hear people. People have always been able to hear me. They've never had any problem saying that obviously they could not hear me whatsoever, even at high speeds. And you'll see that obviously through the footage a moment ago. Of course, yeah, as I'm using it as a vlogging recorder as well, so you can use it for that. Navigation, I use it for navigation as well, so if I've got an address to go to that I'm not sure of the way, I'll obviously put my navigation on my phone, on my RAM mount, and I can see it, but I don't tend to look down at my phone when I'm driving, for obvious reasons. I was debating going then. But it will tell me kind of like take the next left or in a quarter of a mile, blah blah blah. You know the way navigation systems are. I'm not going to go through that, but it will tell me which way to go, which is brilliant. If I get a phone call, it will ring through the speakers in the helmet as if normal. Obviously there's two buttons on it basically. It's very simple. One button answers it, the same button hangs the call up. Then one of them is kind of like a button and a twist dial as well. So that's for up and down volume and then switching between different modes and stuff like that. So it's very simple to use, very easy. It's just really an absolutely amazing product. Battery life is absolutely amazing. I think it's something ridiculous, like 8 or 10 hours. Put it this way, I'll go out for a long ride, come back, go out for a long ride the next day and still have battery left. Once in the God knows how many months I've had it, has it ever said to me that the battery was low? And that was just battery, like it kind of tells me obviously the battery's near the end. Obviously if anybody's using a GoPro that's watching, or even a Drift, I'm sure. I know the Drift's slightly better battery life, but this Intercom will definitely outdo it battery life wise. Of course it's not doing as much as a camera, I understand that, but the battery life is just through the roof. It's amazing. It takes a ridiculously short time to charge it back up to full battery. I always put obviously them both on charge on the same at the same time. Leaving today, the camera wasn't charged, but the Intercom was. I mean, the Intercom literally charges up within an hour, roughly. Obviously, I'm not 100% sure, but it charges a hell of a lot bloody quicker. It is just absolutely perfect. It's probably one of the best things I bought, other than the camera. So bloody helpful, as I said. Navigation, music. Sometimes it's nice when you just. I do it often on the way to work. I haven't uploaded any footage from travelling to work simply because obviously there's no audio. Because I usually I would take the microphone piece that connects the audio pack and the camera, together out, just because it's not needed. Obviously, I'm not going to do a vlog most of the times on the way to work. I don't really have anything to say, so I just like to travel and listen to a bit of music. Which brings me to the one fault I have found, but I mean that is not really with the Intercom itself. That's with the joining of the Intercom and the audio pack. And I'm not sure if this is just a fault with my SMH10, or if it's that the SMH10s are not capable of it and the 20Ss are. I mean, it could be a countless amount of things, but the only thing is, obviously, I always have my phone. So before I got the audio pack, obviously, I recorded audio with another microphone, with an audio adapter piece. Now, what happened then is, obviously, I would always have my phone connected, so I could be listening to music and vlogging at the same time. I wouldn't do it because the microphone would pick up the audio from the music. But if I wanted to, I could. But now what happens is it won't, even though my phone is now connected to the Intercom, so if I got a call, it would cut out the recording of the vlog audio and kind of reroute the speakers and the microphone to the phone call, and then once the phone call was finished, it would reroute back, which is brilliant. But it doesn't work that way with music. If these two are connected, it will... It just won't let you listen to music. So say if I was to now, obviously, as I said before, it's got like kind of a one button command. So I'll push the button, it will activate Siri and I'll command what I want. Say for instance, if I was to say play all songs, it would act normally as if it normally would, and it'd play the music, but there would be no audio coming out from the phone or the speakers. It would just, I don't know, disappear. It's very strange. Haven't been down this road in a long time. Yeah, it is very, very strange. I'm not sure why that's happening. I mean, but then as soon as I disconnect the audio pack, it will play the music perfectly fine, no problems at all. So that is something to consider if that would put you off. I mean, it did put me off quite a lot. That's why, as I said, when I travel to work, I leave the audio pack connected, but I don't put the connector piece in it. I just leave it turned off. Then that way I can listen to music with no problems. So yeah, it is brilliant. The Intercom itself is absolutely amazing. I really can't fault it other than that one small thing, but then obviously that could be so many different things. I did contact Centre about it. They were very helpful. They said that I could send it back and they'd replace it. The only unfortunate thing is, as I said, I am expecting to purchase the 20S very, very shortly. And obviously then the SMH10 will go on a pillion helmet, and of course I use the SMH10 at the moment for vlogs and listening to music on the way to work, so I wasn't willing to send it all the way back to America to wait at least probably a month, maybe more, obviously, on it getting there, then processing it, diagnosing it maybe, and then sending me either a replacement or fixing it. I just wasn't willing to do that. I just thought, rather hold out, I can live with it. And then obviously then once I get the 20S, it hopefully won't be a problem. It hopefully won't do that. We'll see, and obviously I will let you know if that is the case with the 20S as well. And then obviously if it is the case, I will probably get something sorted out. But yeah, other than that, it's absolutely amazing. I definitely recommend it. I mean, I think I purchased it for about £150. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that earlier. So it is quite a substantial amount of money, but the thing you've got to appreciate is it is well worth that money. It is absolutely amazing. And of course, now if you shop around, as I said, I'm going to purchase the dual pack of 20Ss, and one of my friends are going to get one, and I'm going to get one. Makes no difference, it's just obviously like a multi-buy discount, and then it works out that we pay £157 each for the 20S, obviously, and that is the best one out. And bear in mind, a few months back, maybe 5, 6, maybe more months back, I paid £150 alone for a single oh bloody hell, I want to go this way, a single SMH10. So I was kind of kicking myself for that, but then now the way you got to look at it is I have two intercoms for a passenger helmet and my helmet, so that I can have communication with them. And of course, at the time, it wasn't that amount of money. The 20S was about £200 odd each. So it has devalued, obviously, over the course of time, as everything does. But I mean, yeah, if you can't really afford, I mean, I haven't tested out any of the other ones. I think you've got the SMH10R or something like that, and the SMH5. The 5 just, it didn't really do enough different things for me to like it, so I didn't end up buying that. I just went straight with the SMH10, but personally I think it's just the best one to go for. You might as well just get that, in all honesty. Save up a little bit. It's well worth the money. Well, as I said, I think alone the 20S is about 170 something, and the SMH10 now is about 130 something. So I mean, in all honesty, I would probably just put the extra 30 odd pound together and get the best one out, just because I'm greedy. And obviously then you've got the best one out. But if you don't feel that you need the newest one out, and you don't need all of the things that it's capable of, then by all means get the SMH10. As I'm saying, I can't fault the SMH10 whatsoever. It is brilliant. I'm just greedy and I want the best one out. And of course, yeah, like I'm saying, then I have one for myself and one for my pillion helmet, so it's kind of like two birds with one stone. But yeah, guys, I mean, I 100% recommend it. It is a really, really good product. As I'm saying, it's absolutely faultless. So I'll leave it at that for this one. I hope everyone's doing well. I am thinking, obviously, once the subscribers kind of rise a little bit more, I might arrange a kind of big meet-up, or not a very big meet-up, but a few people, maybe 20, maybe more, hopefully, people. We'll go to a little motorcycle meet-up place local to this area, and then we'll probably hit Corringham, which is the behind. It's a weird place, as I said in the comments before. I really can't describe the way there or where it is, but it's the roundabout by the industrial estate, and it's the best place to do knee downs. Have a little bit of fun, nice straight roads as well, barely any traffic. It's brilliant. So I'll be looking to do that hopefully in the near future as well. As I said, I hope everyone's doing well. No more crashes, please, peoples. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one, guys. So, adios.